Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing y'all my apothecary. I'm going to be refilling some herbs, showing y'all some new herbs that I just bought. I'm going to be labeling some jars and just giving y'all an inside peek of what I have in my tea cabinet. I'm also going to show y'all some reading materials and a recipe for my favorite tea. So first up, we have echinacea. Echinacea stimulates white blood cells, helps fight infections, and boosts immunity. I like to use echinacea in teas with a little bit of honey, especially during the fall and flu and cold season. Next, we have elderberries. Elderberries are a natural remedy for cold and flu and can be used in teas and as a syrup. I like to use it in teas whenever I'm feeling a little sick or down, and it has a natural sweetness to its taste. Alright, next I'm going to label some jars. So I have spearmint, and then I have turmeric, and I have orange peel. Alright, so I'm going to use my Dymo label maker to label a few of my new jars. And I like to use new jars and old jars. It really depends on what I have laying around. For the old jars, I just wash them and peel off the label and then go ahead and add my herbs in. So first we're going to start off with turmeric. And turmeric is great for inflammation, supporting the immune system, and can be used for cooking and spices and as a tea or a tincture. I like to use it mostly in curries and spices, with spices in my cooking. Next, I'm going to label my spearmint jar. And spearmint is great for easing nausea, any kind of digestive problems you might have, and is also a cooling effect on the body. Orange peel adds a great subtle flavoring to teas. I just add it in just to be a little fancy sometimes. So next we have red clover. Red clover supports heart health and also supports menstrual regularity. Sometimes I use this when at that time of the month. I like to get a little red clover in. It also kind of has like a sweet apple flavor to me. Alright, next we have rose petals from one of my favorite herb shops, Errapel Wellness, that can be found in Columbia, South Carolina. She has a lot of teas and a lot of herbs, and rose just smells amazing to me. It can be used in teas, cosmetically in soaps, lotions, and oils, but I like the little subtle rose taste of it. And here are some of the herbs that I did not get to show y'all that I labeled, but I got white willow oak bark back there, used for like pain management, little fenugreek, lemongrass, all those. So next we have flaxseed. Flaxseed improves skin and hair, promotes weight loss, and is packed with minerals and antioxidants, and supports bone health. I mostly will be using it for my flaxseed gel for my hair. And I'll also be using fenugreek for my hair to kind of boost hair growth and reduce hair fall. It also is good for boosting lactation for nursing moms and eases PMS and menopause symptoms. So next, my lemon balm. Lemon balm is a calming herb that supports the nervous system and digestive systems, and I just kind of like the easiness that lemon balm provides. And then we have licorice root. I haven't tried this yet, but I've read that it eases symptoms of indigestion and heartburn, and can also expel mucus from the lungs. And here are all my herbs laid out: chamomile and calendula, marshmallow root, hibiscus, a whole bunch of herbs. I definitely encourage you to check out the books that I'm going to show y'all a little bit later to kind of learn more about these herbs, but these are just a few that I have in my home apothecary that I'm using or that I'm going to start to try to use. So now I'm going to show y'all some of my favorite herbs that I use for my teas. I like a lot of these, but my favorite ones would be lemon peel, which adds a really good lemony flavor to your teas. And also the syrups. I'm pretty sure I'll probably try it in a syrup one day, but that's my lemon peel. And then another one of my favorite herbs is chamomile, which is really good for putting you to sleep. It kind of eases your nervous system, and it has like a sweet, I want to kind of compare it to vanilla flavor a little bit, but I really love chamomile. And then another one of my favorite herbs is ginger. I like to cook with ginger. I like it for an added little zesty zing in my teas. I feel like it just boosts your immunity and just makes you feel good. So I add those to all my teas pretty much. And then I like to use raspberry leaf, especially during the time of the month. It's really good for the uterus and for women's care. I usually pair it with a little bit of ginger and sometimes a little bit of cinnamon. Basically put it in my teas, steep it. I love raspberry leaf. I also love hibiscus. This is really, it's like one of my favorites, I would say, to put with like cinnamon and make a sorrel. Yeah, hibiscus. And then of course, like I said before, my orange peel, I do add that to the hibiscus with cinnamon and ginger, and that makes for a really tasty tea. And another one of my favorites is the mullein, and that's really good for respiratory system, like I said before, for your lungs, if you have any coughing, bronchitis, anything like that. Pull out some mullein leaf and that'll help you out. And here is some of the reading material, the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. I haven't yet dived into this yet, but I do want to start looking into this one more to see pictures of the herbs and different plants and contraindications, things like that, and recipes. So I'm going to start reading that one. And the next book I'm really excited about, both of which my husband got me for my birthday. I'm excited to dive into this one because it's tailored more so to the African American and the African experience. But it has diagrams, it has like recipes and things you wouldn't even think of. So definitely gonna look forward to reading that one. And then this one, Herbs for Children and Health, I've already read and used. I've used a diaper rash recipe for my daughter. Love that book. So here are all the books that I'm going to start reading. And then this one came with my new shipment of herbs from Mountain Rose Herbs. And it has recipes, tips, tricks, all kind of stuff. Yeah, I definitely love Mountain Rose Herbs. So let's go ahead and make some tea. So I'm going to make one of my favorite teas, which is lemon tea. In my favorite mug, this mug is huge. It holds like 40 ounces. But we got lemon balm, lemon peel, a lemon, honey, ginger, and lemongrass. And here is the mixture. It smells so good and lemony. If you love lemon, this is the tea for you. It's gonna boost your immunity like most of the herbs. And it's also gonna make you kind of calm and relaxed and go watch some TV or something, go read a book. I don't know. I'm gonna add my honey to my favorite mug. Also gonna cut up a lemon. I like to add a whole lemon, but if you don't want it too zesty, just do half. But yeah, and let your tea steep for about 10 minutes. Just to get that golden color to come on out. Smells so good. And then you're gonna go ahead and pour it in your favorite mug. But yeah, that's one of my favorite recipes to use. A quick lemon lover's tea. I'm gonna list down below all the reading material and the herbs that I like to use. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It was quick, it was short, but just introduction to my little mini apothecary. Thank y'all for watching.